Episode of the Everblack Podcast is brought to you by Death Wish Hot Rods and Customs. Check out their Instagram for all their new t-shirts, caps, beanies, cups, and the all-new Atomic Death lineup.
Under the Southern Stars rolls into Australia to rock you this March. Cheap Trick, Stone Temple Pilots, Bush, and just announced Black Rebel Motorcycle Club. Plus Rose Tattoo, Electric Mary, and more. Don't miss Under the Southern Stars. Get tickets now at underthesouthernstars.com.au.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are ya?
Good, man. How's everything going?
Excelente.
That's good. That's what we want.
I'm just laying in bed like John Lennon in Canada.
Living the dream.
Yoko's not here.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah.
Or is it? I don't know.
Good.
Depends on your stand. Cool, man. Well, thanks for joining us on the show, Rusty. Are you having a good day? What's happening down there?
Like the rest of Australia in Melbourne, it's raining.
We had it. I think we gave it to you guys.
Yeah, you definitely gave it to us, guys.
We shared it.
Something. It's been a good day, though. I've just been out. I've been buying some shirts to wear on stage at Under the Southern Stars.
Coming up so quick. So quick, in fact, it's this week. It kicks off, right?
Yeah, it's Friday.
Mate.
In Maitland.
Mate.
New South Wales. Yeah.
I mean, how does it feel that, obviously it was pushed back and things like that, and it's finally happening? When
we left Paris in November the 30th, November the 30th was our last show in Paris in 2019. So we were coming home to play Under the Southern Stars. I think it was February, March.
Yeah.
I mean, we've known for 3 years that we were playing, but it just hasn't happened. And in the meantime, Live has disappeared and Cheap Trick's on board, which suits me fine because I'm a massive fan of Cheap Trick. So it's going to be great. And they've added on Black Rebel Motorcycle Club as well. So, yeah.
Hey, the lineup suits me, brother. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, there's something for everyone, man. There's something for everyone. And, a lot of people don't get it here, but Cheap Trick are the band that inspired some of these Stone Temple Pilots and Nirvanas and stuff like that, I don't think we get that here. I mean, I get it because I know it. Of course, when Nirvana and Stone Temple Pilots and Pearl Jam were coming up through the ranks and we were just starting to know them, they're not going to say our favorite band's Cheap Trick or Tom Petty. When they got to 40 years of age, they went, they're our favorite bands. We love those guys. And go on tour with heroes.
Like the lineup's great, and it's going to be here, my hometown on the Gold Coast. You played the Gold Coast before, probably many times.
Yeah. So the Gold Coast is Southport Sharks? No.
Yeah, that's like 10 minutes down the road that way.
Yeah, cool. So Caloundra's the 25th. You're the 26th, I think. And Brisbane's the 27th. Is that right?
I think so. I've got the dates here somewhere, but I usually post them at the start of the interviews anyway. But mate, I don't think the coast alone has seen a show like this in many, many years. And it's very, very special to have all these runner bands all together playing here, let alone the whole country. I mean, we haven't had anything in so long that I think it signifies that things are starting to really happen again. It's pretty damn special, man. I don't know if you feel the same way, but for me, it's really emotional in a way.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? I'm that excited, man. I'm that excited. We played a gig on Saturday night. That was the first one we've done in over a year and a half. And,
Yeah.
it was so good. So I woke up Sunday morning feeling good. And I just want that to continue on. So yeah, I'm feeling really cool.
Bangover? Did you have the dreaded bangover? You still feel awesome, but everything hurts?
No, because I did. Is there another word for fitness when you're not really being fit? I did a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Okay, I did a lot of walking. I did a lot of singing in the car of Electric Mary songs, and I dropped 8 kilos before this tour, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, that's
if
a
I
mad
could have
effort.
dropped more, that would have been good. But yeah, it's not easy to lose weight when you're 23. Times 4.
I know, man. I'm 40, and man, I guess over the last couple of years, I definitely indulged a bit too much. And when I hit the stage again, it was like definitely, I felt it.
Yeah.
So I hit the gym.
I felt good. I felt good. So I'm gonna
awesome.
keep doing that.
Yeah, kick ass, man.
Yeah.
Have you toured with any of these bands on the lineup before?
No. We've played a show with Rose Tattoo, but that's as close as we've got.
Wow.
That was pretty cool. But Cheap Trick's the one for me, man.
The one that's been the biggest influence.
I did a show with Daxx, the drummer. I did a show with him though. It was they were here in Australia, and James Morley. Do you know James Morley? He played in the Angels, Dogs Are Talking time.
Yeah.
Mullet,
Yep.
Talking. So he was a friend of Daxx. So we went to the Cherry Bar and we played AC/DC songs, and Daxx played drums, and he was really good, man. Like you could tell. I mean, as you probably know, drummers are the most important thing in a band. If you don't have a good drummer, you probably won't have a good band. Soon as he started playing, my immediate thought was, he knows AC/DC. He's not just playing a song that he thinks he's heard on the radio 100 times.
He knows his shit.
He's actually inside this. And it felt really good. Like, really good. Yeah.
Imagine that, jamming with your one of your favorite drummers on some AC/DC. This is falling down here. I'm having all kinds of technical difficulties tonight, man. But of course, I mean,
you need to rub some Viagra on.
Yeah, I know it's getting a little low. But I mean, of course, you released the single King of Rock and Roll last year and the album Mother in 2019. I guess you'd be probably feeling like you got some unfinished business, that's for sure. So you'd be ready to really sink your teeth into this tour, right?
Yeah. We recorded another 5 songs. We just didn't get to finish them because, as you know, Victoria was the most locked down city in the world.
Yeah. We
just couldn't see each other. We could talk on the phone or we could Zoom or whatever, but we couldn't see each other. And, we had people asking us from overseas, do you want to do a Zoom show or do a song on Zoom? I'm like, nah.
It's not the same.
Nah, not really. There's too many pitfalls for that, man. I mean, you see the bigger bands on Zoom and you go, wow, they sound amazing. Yeah, but that's because they've got money and lots of text and the right mics and the right people doing their stuff for them. They may look like they just waltzed out of the bedroom and did it, but they don't. That's not how they do things. That's why they're world class. That's why they're world class bands, because they do it the right way. So, why would I want to do something I didn't have any control of? And maybe, it didn't put us in the best light. I'm confident we could play it, but I wasn't confident in everything else that was surrounding me.
Yeah, it's one of those things where all the you'd have to rely so much on the technical side of things, not so much the band, because you guys can go out there and do that shit with your eyes closed and rock the room. But then you've got, you know, the tech guys that you got to really trust to make everything run. And if that doesn't, you know, and that's where the money comes in, I guess.
Yeah. And to make sure you got enough, you know, bandwidth and stuff on your computers to make sure that everything's coming through at the right speeds and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not technically minded, but you know what I mean. Honestly, I even balk at playing a song on acoustic on the internet. I've done it, but it's not my favorite thing to do, you know, because I don't want to look at something and go, oh my God, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, you guys are good at what you do, plugged in or unplugged. So
yeah. What I'm saying is, it sounds terrible.
Yeah, through the internet. Yeah.
What we make, yeah. What we might do might be okay. But the sound.
Yeah. That's yeah. So I saw on the internet you guys have this merch pack. It's a $60 merch pack, and I think it's like the best value I've ever seen for a merch pack. Are you going to be running that up here on this run, or is that online only? Because it's like $60 and you get jigsaw puzzle, coffee mug, like all this rad stuff.
Scarves, T-shirts.
Yeah, man.
Rings with our music on it, hats. There's everything in it. And we actually lose $9 on that sale.
Really?
$9 we lose. No, it's cool. I think it was just for Saturday on the Under the Southern Stars tour, because there's so much merchandise to be sold. We only have 2 items, and we're only allowed to have 2 items. So we've chosen to run with T-shirts, and but we're going to be back up in May. We're coming back up in May, so we'll have all the merch with us then, 100%.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, I like that pack, man. I saw it and I was like, I'm pretty impressed. You might lose your $9, but it's pretty good. You could. Hey, here's something.
I'm not worried about losing. I'm not worried about losing $9. Believe me.
Yeah, but that's a beer. So what we could do, we buy the merch pack, buy you a beer, and then everything sort of evens out. You know?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. And if you buy 100 merch packs, I won't care at all. I won't remember the
it all comes out in the wash. But I mean, you've been doing this for many, many years, man. Next year marks the 20th anniversary for the band, which is a massive accomplishment. Do you guys plan on celebrating that in a big bad way?
We have talked about it, but we don't really know what we're going to do. There was a talk of a vinyl record where we would re-record songs as we are now and add new songs to it. There was talk of putting like a 2 or 3 vinyl album thing together.
Yeah.
Not like we can't really call it a greatest hits or a best of because we don't have any hits, but it can be a best of, I suppose.
Yeah.
There's got to be, whatever it is, it's got to have new music attached. So we'll do that, definitely. Again, it's just the thing of every time we look like we're going forward, we take 3 steps back. I mean, you know, super excited and 100% we're coming, but Queensland and New South Wales are underwater.
Yeah. It's easing off a bit, dude. You know, I think that, man, what can I say? We've been through it up here, right? But
yeah, it's, man, I mean, even before COVID, we had everybody, floods, fires, droughts, and now we've got more floods. But I can tell you now, I was talking to the drummer of Cheap Trick. He was on his way to the airport. So they're definitely coming.
Yeah, we need that good rock and roll, man. As as Rob from Black Rebel Motorcycle called it, the muck.
Yeah.
The good old muck.
Yeah.
That's what we need right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, I'm so excited that everyone's, coming out, and it's going to be such a massive run. Is there anything going into the future? Obviously, you said you're coming back in May. Anything that we should keep an eye on with the band? You said you did some recording, or you plan to. Is there something new coming out?
We started recording 2 lockdowns ago. We just got locked out of each other. So I don't want to revisit them as recordings because they're old.
Yeah.
I'll revisit the songs, but I want to revisit them fresh. And
okay.
We just start again. That's what we'll do. Yeah. And that's I'm sure I'll get some heat from someone in the band that said, no, the solo I played on that was phenomenal, man. I'll never be able to do that again. Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Yes, you will.
That's a guitarist thing, though.
Yeah. I know that.
You know that real well. Yeah. But another thing is also outside the band, you also run Be Inside the Circle, music mentoring and recording, right? Man, that's phenomenal. Let's give a shout out to that at the moment. How can people get involved with that, and what's it entail?
Well, basically, I've been around for a long time, and I've always had a high opinion of myself. But the thing is, if you're not in the circle and you don't know the people, how do you get to what you want to do?
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to have luck. It's like, when early on when we played with Whitesnake, Timothy Drury, the keyboard player, said, I'm going to help you. I don't know how much I can do or what I can do. But he got us on shows with Whitesnake in Europe, and we haven't looked back from that.
Yeah.
That is being inside the circle. Like we lived at his house for 2 weeks or whatever it was. That's the sort of thing that I want to do if I can. I don't want to be your manager. I don't want to be your girlfriend or your mother or your dad. I want to help you get to where I can help you to, if that makes sense.
Yep. Absolutely.
And I know shit, man. I know a lot of shit. And I've made a lot of mistakes. And there's certain things that bands continue to do that I say all the time, you just don't need to make that mistake. And they're like, oh yeah, but it's like, no, don't make that mistake. You don't have to make it. Some mistakes you can learn for yourself, but others just don't make that. You just don't need to do that. It's fine. Bypass that mistake. Let it go. And, a couple of times I've said, I told you, like, you just didn't need to do that. Don't worry about it. Because I've probably done it 10 times. And it's like our first EP, the definition of insanity, what that is, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. But that's not what happens.
No.
You just get the same result.
Man.
To do something different.
It's really interesting you're doing that, man. Like, I really respect that, you want to mentor bands and pave the way. That's really cool.
Wow. I like to help, man. And I like people. I like new music. I like meeting, there's people in bands that may not have done the stuff I've done.
Yep.
But I can tell you, I'll bet I learn something from them where they'll do something a little bit different and I'll go, ooh, that's actually a good idea. I like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can learn from anybody, man. Anybody.
That's what life's about, brother. That and beers. Beers and rock and roll.
I'm not big into beers, but if you want to get me a Bailey's on the rocks,
thanks.
Yeah.
See, it's it.
A bit alcohol and a bit of sugar at the same time.
See, it's all out there now. It'll be out there so you're gonna have everyone buying them for you.
Yeah. Problem is, a Bailey's probably cost $19 now. Forget about $9.
That's all right. Just puts them ahead in credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say just sneak a bottle in. That'd be better.
It's the way to do it. That's the way to do it, brother. Well, Rusty, it's been rad hanging out with you this afternoon, man. We can't wait to, see you up here in Queensland. But the tour kicks off this week, March 11. And we'll have all the links down here in the show notes. Take care of yourself, brother, and go hard.
And if anyone needs me, go to www.beinsidethecircle.com.
You know what? I'll have those links down here too.
Yeah, beautiful.
Awesome.
But right now, it's all about Under the Southern Stars. Yeah.
Ticking it off. I'm crossing it off on that calendar, bro. You have no idea. So damn keen.
Dotting your I's and crossing your T's.
Mate, I will be there with bells on. You watch. Hell's bells.
See you, man.
See you, bro.